Both the Houston and Dallas pro football franchises were born in 1960. A trip down memory lane, Texas style, when we come back.
1960, it might have been a rout. Houston was the kingpins in the old AFL. Dallas struggled in the NFL. Both teams today are on top, although their organizations took markedly different routes to get there.
Way back in 1960, when the American Football League was formed, one of the new clubs was the Houston Oilers, the team that put the AFL on the map. In those days, nobody really knew for sure whether or not the new league was going to make it. But there wasn't a football fan alive who didn't enjoy watching Oiler greats like Billy Cannon, George Blanda, Charlie Hennigan, and Willard Duval. Yes, sir, they was exciting. And mean? Why, them old Oilers were nastier than a coyote in a henhouse. A real shoot-'em-up bunch. And there wasn't nobody who did more to enhance that rough and tumble image than that little human cannonball Charlie Tola.
Well, I don't think the owner contributed to it. You know, we felt like that we was any ballroom we got in, we could take care of ourselves, though. But and we've been in a few ballrooms, you know, I'll tell you. But we just felt like we could, whether it be in a barroom or on the football field, that we could take care of ourselves and accomplish what we set out to do when we first walked in there.
Charlie and his boys played ball in old Jefferson Stadium, but they didn't have it all to themselves, because in those days they shared it with the Houston area high schools.
I recall when we had our 20-year reunion that all the players came out to take another team picture here at Jefferson Stadium, and one of the most unusual things that all the players and myself commented on it was that the field had some grass on it, and it was great to see grass. We'd love to know what it'd be like to play on in grass. I can recall in one of our championship games, they came out and to get a little more color for television reasons, they even came out and painted the dirt green.
For Charlie Tola, a visit to Jefferson Stadium is like a stroll down memory lane to a time when the Oilers was the kingpins of Texas football.
We felt like at that time we were the premier team, definitely of the AFL, and Dallas was, you know, they were just beginning. No, there's no doubt we'd want to play them in, you know. They were a pure bunch of mullets back in those days.
Come to think of it, the Dallas Cowboys didn't exactly tear up the league their first few years, as one old cowboy remembers.
The year I came, we had a very impressive record. We started playing 14 games, and I think we won 3, tied 1, and lost 10. But you knew that Coach Leonard knew what he's talking about.
The coach probably did know what he was trying to say in those huddles, but when the players mapped it out, something invariably got lost in the translation. It wasn't easy being a Cowboy fan back then. But that Landry was patient, just like a banker. Kept invested in those fine young college players till one day his account yielded big dividends. That was in Super Bowl VI, the day Bob Lilly and his herd stampeded the Dolphins right out of Tulane Stadium. Since then, Landry's bunch has been in a whole mess of Super Bowls, and they just might go back again this year. Wouldn't it be something if the other hat tossed in that Super Bowl ring was 10 gallon?
2 Texas teams in a Super Bowl, well, we're just going to play it in Austin. We're not going to play it in California. We're just going to vote to play it in Austin. Because if there's only Texas people playing it, you might as well have it where the Texas people can see them. I said, if you think we're obnoxious now, you ought to let that happen, and you'd find out how obnoxious Texas people can be.